Have you ever made a decision so quickly that it felt automatic, almost effortless? That's your System 1 at work. System 1 is the fast, intuitive part of your brain. It operates automatically, quickly, and often emotionally. Now, think about a time you had to solve a complex problem or make a carefully considered decision. This is where System 2 comes in. System 2 is the slower, more deliberate part of your thinking. It requires effort and concentration. We use both systems constantly. System 1 helps us navigate everyday life, making quick judgments and decisions. System 2 kicks in when we face more challenging situations, demanding logic and reasoning. Understanding these two systems is key to understanding how we think and make decisions. It's about recognizing the strengths and weaknesses of both our intuitive and deliberate minds. In the following sections, we'll explore how these systems interact and influence our choices. System 1 is incredibly powerful. It allows us to make quick judgments and decisions based on our past experiences and emotions. Imagine driving a car on a familiar route. You don't consciously think about every turn or lane change. System 1 takes over, guiding you effortlessly. This intuitive system is essential for navigating the world around us. It helps us make sense of complex information quickly, allowing us to react instinctively to danger or opportunity. Our gut feelings, first impressions, and snap judgments all stem from System 1. Consider the role of intuition in social interactions. We often form impressions of people within seconds of meeting them. These rapid assessments, while not always accurate, are driven by System 1, drawing on subconscious cues and patterns. While System 1 is essential for everyday life, it's crucial to recognize its limitations. Our intuition can be influenced by biases and errors in thinking, leading to flawed judgments and decisions. In the next section, we'll delve into the potential pitfalls of relying solely on our fast thinking system. While our intuition can be incredibly powerful, it's not always reliable. System 1 is prone to biases and errors in thinking, often leading us astray. Think about a time you made a snap judgment that turned out to be completely wrong. We've all been there. This is a prime example of System 1 leading us down the wrong path. Our fast-thinking system relies on mental shortcuts, called heuristics, to simplify complex information. While these shortcuts are generally helpful, they can also lead to systematic errors in judgment known as cognitive biases. These biases influence our perceptions and decisions, often without us even realizing it. Understanding these cognitive traps is essential to making more rational and informed choices. In the following sections, we'll explore some common cognitive biases that stem from System 1 thinking, including anchoring bias and the overconfidence effect. By understanding these biases, we can begin to recognize and mitigate their influence on our decision-making. Cognitive biases are like optical illusions for the mind. They are systematic errors in thinking that arise from the way our brains process information. Just as our eyes can be tricked by visual illusions, our minds can be tricked by cognitive biases. These mental shortcuts can lead us to make irrational judgments and decisions. We may misinterpret information or jump to conclusions. One of the most pervasive cognitive biases is confirmation bias. This bias refers to our tendency to seek out and interpret information that confirms our pre-existing beliefs. We favor information that supports our views while ignoring contradictory evidence. Understanding cognitive biases is crucial for improving our critical thinking skills. By recognizing these mental traps, we can make more objective decisions. Anchoring bias, the power of first impressions. Why are first impressions so powerful? It's due to anchoring bias. We rely heavily on the first piece of information we receive. Imagine negotiating a used car price. The seller's high initial price acts as an anchor. It influences your perception of a fair price. You're likely to counteroffer closer to the anchor. Anchoring bias affects salary negotiations and product pricing. Advertisers use it to make sale prices seem like bargains. Be aware of anchoring bias. Gather information from multiple sources. Don't let the first piece of information sway your judgment. The overconfidence effect, believing we know more than we do. We tend to overestimate our abilities and knowledge. This cognitive bias can lead us to make poor decisions and take unnecessary risks. Think about a time you were certain about something, only to find out you were wrong. We all have blind spots in our knowledge and abilities. The overconfidence effect can prevent us from recognizing our limitations. Cultivate intellectual humility. Recognize you don't have all the answers and be open to being wrong. The importance of slow thinking engaging System 2. While System 1 is often responsible for cognitive biases, System 2 is our best defense against them. Engaging our slow, deliberate thinking system is crucial for making more rational and informed decisions. System 2 requires effort and concentration. It's about slowing down, questioning our assumptions, and carefully considering the evidence before making a judgment. When we engage System 2, we're more likely to identify biases and make decisions based on logic and reason rather than emotion or intuition. However, engaging System 2 isn't always easy. Our brains are wired to conserve energy, and System 2 thinking requires significant mental effort. We often default to System 1 thinking because it's faster and easier, even if it's not always accurate. The key to engaging System 2 is to create the right conditions for deliberate thinking. This means minimizing distractions, setting aside dedicated time for complex decision-making, and practicing mindfulness to become more aware of our thought processes. Taming your intuition. Strategies for better decision-making. So how can we harness the power of intuition while mitigating its pitfalls? The answer lies in finding a balance between our fast and slow thinking systems. One effective strategy is to develop a habit of questioning our assumptions. When faced with a decision, take a moment to consider the factors influencing your thinking. Are you relying on intuition, emotions, or past experiences? Are there any potential biases at play? Another helpful technique is to seek out diverse perspectives. Talk to people with different viewpoints, gather information from multiple sources, and consider alternative solutions. This can help you challenge your own biases and make more well-rounded decisions. Finally, don't be afraid to slow down the decision-making process. Taking the time to carefully consider your options can help you avoid impulsive choices and make more rational decisions. From biases to better choices, applying insights. Understanding the dual systems of thinking and the cognitive biases that can arise from System 1 can have a profound impact on our lives. By recognizing these mental traps, we can make more informed decisions in all areas of our lives. In our personal lives, we can use this knowledge to improve our relationships, manage our finances, and make healthier choices. For example, understanding confirmation bias can help us become more open-minded and empathetic in our interactions with others. In our professional lives, understanding cognitive biases can help us make better decisions in areas such as hiring, investing, and strategic planning. By recognizing our own biases and those of others, we can create more objective and effective decision-making processes. The key is to apply these insights consciously and consistently. By making an effort to engage System 2, question our assumptions, and seek out diverse perspectives, we can overcome our cognitive biases and make more rational and informed decisions. The power of awareness. Recognizing the influence of System 1. The first step to improving our decision-making is simply becoming aware of the dual systems of thinking and the potential pitfalls of relying solely on our intuition. Once we understand how our minds work, we can start to identify when System 1 is taking over and when we need to engage System 2. This awareness is crucial for recognizing the influence of cognitive biases in our own thinking and the thinking of others. By understanding these mental shortcuts, we can start to question our assumptions, seek out alternative perspectives, and make more objective judgments. The more we learn about cognitive biases, the more we realize how pervasive they are in our lives. From the news we consume to the products we buy, our perceptions are constantly being shaped by these mental shortcuts. By becoming aware of these influences, we can start to take back control of our thinking and make more conscious choices. Thinking fast and slow. A roadmap for improved decision-making. Thinking fast and slow provides a framework for understanding the complexities of human cognition. It highlights the strengths and weaknesses of our intuitive and deliberate minds, offering insights into how we make decisions and why we often make mistakes. The key takeaway is that we are not always rational actors. Our thinking is influenced by a complex interplay of emotions, biases, and mental shortcuts. However, by understanding these influences, we can make more informed choices. By embracing both the power and limitations of our intuition, engaging our critical thinking skills, and seeking out a balance between our fast and slow thinking systems, we can navigate the complexities of decision-making with greater clarity and confidence. This journey of self-awareness and cognitive exploration is crucial for making sound judgments, fostering personal growth, and ultimately leading more fulfilling lives. From all of us at Meaningful Pursuits, thank you for watching. For more content like this, please like, share, and subscribe to get notified when we drop new content.